We are going to work on adding trim to your project. So this could be a crown or a base molding. I'm just going to kind of walk you through some of the steps before we actually start doing it. Okay, so this is just to give you an overview and understanding of what goes into it. We're using a tool that's going to be under wall, and it's this wall sweep, which in my plan view right here is not available. It's grayed out. The easiest place to use this is to come to just your standard default 3D view. And you'll click on the house to open that. If you have a ceiling in already, you want to just click on that to choose it. Get closer. And then you would just right click and hide in view that element or category so that you can see the wall that you're placing. So now if I come down to wall, I can access the wall sweep. And over here, it has an option of horizontal or vertical. So I would choose which one I'm doing. So if I'm going to do a crown, it's going to be horizontal, or base, any of that. Over here, you have a drop down. And to start, you're probably just going to have a couple of options. So wall sweep, trim, or cornice as we go through. So what we're going to do is you're going to edit type and duplicate it to create a new one. So this is similar to when you're creating a new type of flooring or ceiling. We'll walk through this step, and then the key here, your construction, is your profile. And you will have a few items in your drop down, but they're limited to start. This is tied to the families, profile families you have in your project. Okay, so what does that mean? So let's exit out of this, and I'll show you where you can find that. Under your project browser, this has your floor plans, your ceiling plans, your 3D views, etc. If you continue scrolling under sheets, all of that, you will find at the bottom one for families. So I'm going to hit the plus to expand it. And then again, you'll scroll through. This is telling you all the things that are in your project that you can access. And there is an option right here for profiles. So when I expand that, it tells me what I have that's in my project. So I have a base vinyl, C shapes, etc. If I go, and we're just going to, all right, so what we want to do, so this is under families, is we're going to open a new one, okay? And we'll just do open family. And I'm going to come back again to this, but this shows you all the different families that are available. And there is one for profiles. So when I click on that, your finished carpentry is what has kind of the base, the crown, etc. So these are all the ones, the profiles that are already drawn in Revit that you can load into it. All right, so let's walk through how we pull all those pieces together to get it to actually work. So again, in this 3D view, we're going to, is where we'll place it. Before I place it, I have to load my family though. So your first starting place is to go to File, Open, Family, and again, back to that Profiles folder. Finished carpentry has your base, your crown, etc. Let's go ahead and choose, we'll start with a crown molding option. We'll hit Open and just hit Continue opening the file. And it's basically going to take you to this view, which you've seen when we've edited things or you've opened them. All we want to do right now is load into project and close. We just want it in there. So once I've done that, when I come back to my families, under profiles, I now have a crown one option. So let's do that same thing also for a base. You can do these individually, or if you want to go ahead and choose all in the beginning, you can do that. So again, down to profiles, finished carpentry, and we'll choose this base option, continue, and then just simply load in a project and close. And then again, under profiles, now my base is here. So this has my items there in my project and I can use them. So now I'm going to go back to my 3D view and I'm finally going to choose my wall sweep tool. I want it to be horizontal. I'm going to come in and choose edit type and I'm going to start to create this new wall trim. I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to rename it wall sweep crown. And I'll hit OK. So now it has its own name and I'm going to go to profile, hit the drop down menu, and I have the base options or my crown one option. I can also come in here and change the material. So let's make it birch because that was what was there, and we'll hit OK. So it's going to load all of that information, and now I simply am going to click on each wall where I want to place it. And if you will hold in the shift key and then push down and hold in your wheel on your mouse, you can rotate it and spin it so you can see it. And I'm going to click each of the 3 walls with my crown. And then I'm going to hit modify just to exit out of that. All right, so that's placed it. Let's go ahead and do our base as well when we're in this view. So I'm going to do that same step. Wall sweep at horizontal. You can see now that wall sweep crown is an option. I'm going to go back to wall sweep trim. Wait for it to load. Again, we're going to edit the type, and it's just running slow right now. But we will edit the type. Okay, let's do it through here. Duplicate, wall, sweep, base. Hit OK. I'm going to choose my profile. So now I go up to the base. Your base profile does give you different size options. So we're going to choose a 4.5, keep it as birch, hit OK. And then I'm going to go in and place it just on the very base of my walls. Now I'll click each wall that I want it on and then hit modify to exit out. So now it's placed and we can go back to level 1 to view it.